Welcome to ET Now. You're watching Buy Now, Sell Now with me, Kanishka Sarkar and Ankita Saxena. Well, today on the show, we will put the spotlight on lots of data that has come on the first day of the month. First up, let's talk about the auto space. Now, M&M, that has come out with its monthly sales data, and it's been rather strong performance in July. It has reported a 26% year-on-year rise in overall auto sales, with SUV sales remaining the key driver and domestic volumes up almost 20%. Now, to discuss the outlook further, we are now joined by Nalinikanth Gollagunta, who's the CEO, Auto Division, Mahindra and Mahindra. Hi, sir, thank you so much for joining us. So let's, once again, it's been a very good month. Your sales have been very steady. What's the outlook going forward, especially with respect to the festival season that is set to kick in?
In July, we delivered 49,871 SUVs. So that's a growth year-on-year of 20%, in line with what we have put out for the year overall, that we'll be doing mid to high teens growth in the SUV category. So we're online with that. Waiting for industry data, obviously, still don't know, but we expect to outperform the industry as well. So a lot of the growth so far has come on the launches we have done last year, but we've also done a couple of mini launches, if I may call it that. In 3XO, we had our RevX series, which we put out in June and July, and so that has helped. And we've also started delivering the Pack 2 variant within the two BEVs that we put out as well. So that has really helped us on the numbers front. Going into Festive, quite optimistic from what we have seen, both on the urban and rural side, given the portfolio that we have. The launches that you're referring to, that would be in the early part of next calendar year at this point in time. So what we are at this point in time having is the existing products we put out. Again, strong traction for both the 3XO and Rocks and both the EVs.
Right. So, Mr. Gollagunta, also talk to us about the price hikes. So, is it good to believe now that there will be no price hikes as such in the intermediate term?
No. So again, at this point, no plans. Like I said, we're just gearing up for the festive season. But we're watching the commodity prices very closely. If there are some escalations which might happen, of course, we will be forced to take a relook at it.
All right. So any price hike plan in the near term, given the fact that steel prices are also on the up move, do you see any price hikes because of that?
Overall, schemes would be in line with what we do in the festive season. I don't think there's anything different we'll do. So there will be some attractive schemes for the right segments, but it won't be any different from what we have done in the past years. From a steel commodity price perspective, you're right. I mean, there's been an escalation in prices, and that is something we have already communicated and transmitted to the market with some price hikes we had done earlier in the year. So we're watching it closely, but at this point in time, whatever we had to pass on, we have passed on. And if there is any more inflationary pressures we are seeing, we will take decisions accordingly at that point in time.
Right. Also, give us some color on what's the latest on the rare earth issue.
Yeah, so of course, this has been an issue the industry has been grappling with for the last few months, and we have had multiple different strategies to solve for it. Without getting into too much of the detail, had to do with de-risking suppliers, finding alternate suppliers, finding alternate designs in some places, but also working closely with our suppliers and getting their certifications done. So it's multi-pronged strategy to that extent. Currently, where we are is for Q2 and Q3, we're largely covered. We don't have any risk at this point in time. Q4, we have a couple of components we're actively tracking to make sure that we are getting coverage there as well. But nothing is of concern at this point based on the risk mitigation steps we have taken so far.
All right. So nothing of concern at this point. But, talking about the outlook going forward, how are you planning to gear up your export market? Any particular market, on which you're focusing, and which are the products that you're focusing on at this point?
Yeah, in the short term, for us, South Africa and Australia are two critical markets where we've had good traction over the last couple of years, and we continue to invest in these markets. For example, the 3XO we had launched a few quarters ago in South Africa. It won the Car of the Year award there. And Australia, we just launched it a couple of weeks ago in Australia as well. So very good traction so far. So we'll continue to progress and invest in these markets. In the horizon for us is UK. Even without the FTA, for us, UK was an area where we wanted to look at. So we're actively exploring opportunities to go there. Time frame could be a year and a half to 2 years, but that's the next market we are focused on.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us and weighing in on the roadmap ahead for M&M. We let you go on that note, but tell you what, we are now joined by another management and